All right, today we are jumping into something that, let's be honest, can feel like a final boss battle for anyone learning a new language, English grammar. So let's get right into it.
You know the feeling, right? You're staring at all these rules and all these exceptions, and it just feels like this giant, messy puzzle where none of the pieces actually fit together. If you've ever felt that way, you are definitely not alone.
But what if I told you it's not chaos? What if, hiding underneath all of that complexity, there's a really simple, logical blueprint, a kind of system that, once you see it, makes everything else just click? Well, that's exactly what we're going to uncover together today.
So here's our game plan. We're going to take a quick journey from chaos to code. We'll start with the absolute core, the sentence blueprint, and then we'll meet the building blocks. After that, we'll see how to connect our ideas, how to basically travel through time with verb tenses, and then, at the very end, I'm going to hand you the master key to unlock it all.
So first things first, let's just shift our perspective a little bit. I want you to stop thinking of grammar as this long, boring list of rules you have to memorize. Instead, try to see it for what it really is, an elegant system for building meaning. It's a code, and it's just waiting for us to crack it.
Now, to crack any code, you've got to start with the absolute basics. And in English, the most fundamental piece of communication is the simple sentence. This is our foundation, our ground floor.
So what even is a sentence? At its heart, it's just a complete thought. And to have a complete thought in English, you only need two key things. A subject, that's the who or what, and a verb, that's the action or the state of being. And that's really it. Subject plus verb. This super simple formula is the blueprint. She runs, birds fly, I am. Every single complex, beautiful sentence you have ever read is built on this one incredibly simple core. This is the foundation for everything.
Okay, so if subject plus verb is our blueprint, what are we building with? Well, we build with what we call the parts of speech. Just think of them as your essential construction materials. Let's meet the two most important ones right now. First up, we have nouns. You can think of these as the actual bricks of your sentences. They're the who or what that acts as your subject. A noun can be a person, like a student. It can be a place, like Taipei, a thing you can touch, like a book, or even a big idea, like knowledge. And then we have the verbs. Now, if nouns are the bricks, verbs are the energy. They are the action or the state of being from our blueprint. They tell us what the noun does, like study, or what the noun is, like is, feel, or makes. Verbs are what bring your sentences to life.
And here's a really cool trick for you. English often gives you little clues about a word's job just by how it ends. You see a word ending in tion, that's almost always a noun, like in information. Or if you see eyes, that's probably a verb, like realize. It's like a handy little cheat sheet that's built right into the language itself. So, we've got our blueprint and our building blocks. But right now, we can only build simple little walls. To build a whole house, we need a way to connect all those pieces together. And this is where the connectors come in. First, you have conjunctions. I like to think of these as the super glue of language. They're simple words, right? And, but, or, so. But they do a really important job. They link your building blocks together to create much more complex and interesting ideas.
I mean, just look at the difference one tiny word can make. On the left, you have two separate facts. He was tired, he went to work. Okay. But on the right, you add that one little word, but, and suddenly you have a story. You have struggle, you have determination. That one word changes the entire meaning.
Our other key connectors are prepositions. These small words are absolute masters of context. They tell you where and when things are happening. They show the relationship between everything in your sentence. Are we meeting at 9 o'clock or on Monday? Is the book on the table or in the kitchen? Prepositions give us all those crucial details.
All right, so now we can build and connect ideas. Now for the really cool part, controlling time. This is where verb tenses come in. And I know, they seem really complicated, but there is a surprisingly simple system at their core.
I mean, seriously, have you ever looked at a verb tense chart and your eyes just kind of glazed over? Present perfect continuous, past perfect progressive. Why are there so many? It can feel like total overkill, but there is a logic to it.
Here's the big secret. Every single tense is just a combination of two things. That's it. First, the time of the action. Is it past, present, or future? And second, its status. Is it a simple, finished action,
Is it an ongoing action, or is it somehow connected to another point in time?
Let's take a look at a really tricky one, the past perfect. It sounds complicated, but we only use it when we're talking about two things that happened in the past. This timeline makes it so clear. At 8 o'clock, the train left. That's action 1. 5 minutes later, at 8:05, I arrived. That's action 2. To show that sequence, that one thing happened before the other, we say the train had left. See? It's just a tool to put past events in the right order.
And here it is. This is the whole system in one simple grid. You've got the time going down the side and the status going across the top. Once you see it laid out like this, you realize you don't have to memorize 12 different things. You just need to understand how to combine these two simple ideas, time and status. It's a logical matrix, not some random list of rules.
Okay, we've seen the blueprint, we've met the building blocks, we've looked at the connectors, and we've even mastered the time machine. So now let's put it all together and forge your master key for understanding literally any sentence in English.
If you only take one single thing away from this today, please let it be this. Stop thinking of grammar as some kind of test that you have to pass. Start seeing it for what it truly is, a powerful, logical toolkit that you can use to express yourself and understand other people.
So here you have it. This is your 4-step master key. The next time you see a sentence that seems confusing, don't panic, just follow the steps. First, find that core blueprint. Who did what? Subject and verb. Then, identify the key building blocks. After that, look for the little words that connect them. And finally, check the verb tense to see where you are in time. That's it. That's the code.
English grammar isn't a wall designed to keep you out. It's a set of blueprints for building anything you can possibly imagine with words. You have the key to that system now. So the only question left is, what amazing things are you going to build with it? Thanks for joining me.